Assalamualaikum and good evening to my friend and our lecturer. Today we will be doing
Salam.
an
Salam.
interpersonal skill of group project on financial accounting and reporting of Al-Anas Global Resource Partnership. So when
Seven
we, sorry?
Elevens. 7-Elevens.
Yes, true. When we first got this task, we had agreed to segregate the task equally among us, which I will be cover on the introduction of the business and the current assets and non-current assets that belong to it. While Harith will then cover on capital, liabilities, revenue, expenses of the business. While Dini, she will cover on the question of number 2D and number 2E. So first of all, I will present to you about our timeline of doing this project, of making this project successful. So on the first of our meeting, which was held on 7 January of 2023,
Mm-hmm.
we set which firm. We actually had a discussion on which firm that we were going to choose, and then we came up with this idea of interviewing the owner of Al-Anas Global because of their location is close to our place,
Yeah.
so it's quite convenient for us to interview them. So the location, the interview was set with the owner on 14 January,
Mm-hmm.
and the store itself was in Puchong Prima, and the time of interview was at 2 p.m. in the afternoon, and the interview took about 40 minutes. So, and then during the date of 14 January, we had an interview with the owner, the both husband and wife who owned the business, the partnership. And then after the interview on the same date, we segregate our tasks and then we extract all of the interview inputs into Word form. And then we submit to Haris. Haris will be the one who will be doing the slides in PowerPoint form, while Dini, she will be doing the video editing and compilation.
Yes.
Um, and then on 21st January, uh, we set to put that date to submit a recorded video to Dini so that
Yeah.
she can take the whole week to
Mm-hmm.
edit the video.
Little
Uh,
bit.
and and as we planned and also as requested by our lecturer, 28 January is the deadline for the project. So we'll be submitting our project of video presentation on Alanas Global on that date. Okay,
Yes.
and then that is about our timeline. So I will talk about my parts that I cover on the project. So I only cover introduction of the business and non-current assets and assets of the business. So uh, the business quite interesting because it was set by husband and wife, which was Puan Susanna and Sheikh Osman, husband and wife, and they shared their money, which they start off 250,000 ringgit to buy a franchise of 7-Eleven store. So they bought a franchise with 7-Eleven Malaysia, and then they run the store with 8 staff.
Mm.
So now they currently have 8 staff and they are running one 7-Eleven franchise store. So the shop is located in Putra Prima. So there's more information about non-current assets and current assets of the business, but that will be elaborated in the video itself lah.
Mm.
Okay, now we go to Haris regarding of his presentation.
Mm.
Okay, thank you, Anas. So I would like to cover my part about capital, ownership, liabilities, revenue, management and control, and for the expenses for Anas Global Resources. For the capital is they contribute each partner in a ratio to 9 and 1. And the business, like Anas said, started with amount of RM 250,000, 225,000 from Osman, and 25,000 from Susanna. Both finance injection came from owner saving, and the business started its journey when the owner purchased a 7-Eleven franchise from Berjaya Holding at about 250,000. And the partnership is formed by two persons, which is Osman and Susanna, according to the partnership agreement, which is more beneficial in maximizing profit over another firm, and they can still provide the risk reduction. It's one of the main strengths of this form of organization that you are not on your own, and it's quite flexible if you want to share the responsibility and powers equally. With more owners, your personal liability in the business is also reduced. Okay, for the liabilities, Anas Global currently doesn't have any liabilities as the business was started with honest saving, and currently the running inventory does not involve financial movement from the business entity. For no current liabilities in nil, and also the current liabilities is nil, as all the inventories are managed by the franchisor. And for the revenue, the profit or loss is shared by partners in profit sharing ratio of 9:1. Operating revenues, daily average estimate revenue around RM 4,500, and for non-operating revenue is nil, zero. The management and control is handled and controlled by both owner under the principal guideline provided by the franchisor. And for the expenses, water and electricity is RM 3,000, and the salary is about 10,000. And also they contribute in also an EPF, and the stationery is around 50 ringgit, and for internet bills at around 100, and 100 ringgit also for the phone bills. For the repair and maintenance is RM 800, and the service provided by franchisor, and the store supplies is around RM 50 ringgit. And for the slide, I I did a slide about 25, and for the team I also added the color for blue, which is my favorite color. I also asked for the material from other members also, which is invoice page and short pictures and other stick. And we also submit our parts at the exact date, at the deadline date, and we complete our task around 2 or 3 weeks. Okay, this for me, and I pass for Dini.
Okay. I'm Dini. I do the recording process of the business, which is inside the recording process we have a source documents, we have a book of prime entry, and then we have a ledgers, and we have a trials balance, adjusted entries, adjusted trials balance, and financial statements. So for at the video, I explained about the recording process of the business, and then I also do the part of the strength and weakness of the recording process. Is it the strength is filling the source documents, have more time, can create outline budgets, minimize accounting error, and it's easy to find out. And therefore, the weakness risk of losing the transaction historical cost. It does not prove that the ledger is incorrect. So I take like for do the video, I take like 3 days to complete the video, and I submit 27th January 2023. Okay, that's it.
So I think we have discussed pretty much about our group project. I think everybody did their parts equally, and everybody is contributing well to the project. So with that, let's end our meeting, and thank you so much for all of you guys'
Thank you so much.
participation. Bye
Alright.
bye. Night.
Bye.